A few of my shorts on defending your commission have done better than almost anything else I've posted. And at first I thought that was just because commission is a sore subject for agents right now, the market. But the more I read the comments, the more I realized it wasn't really about the number. It was about the moment, that specific, awkward 10-second moment where someone questions your fee. And you have to decide in real time, defend it or shrink. And here's what I noticed. Almost nobody actually gets coached on what to do in that moment. We get coached on listing presentations, scripts for sellers, objection handling for pricing on the home. And the conversation about our own fee gets treated like an afterthought. Like we're supposed to just wing it, be naturally good at it. So quick context, if we haven't met, hello. I'm Coach Carrie Whitaker. I've been a licensed realtor in Texas for roughly 20 years. CRS, GRI, RFC designations, loved learning, all about growth. And I've sat across that exact table thousands of times like you, and so this isn't theory, this is experience. And what I bring to this specific conversation is the production side and the mindset side together, combined. Somewhere in the 20 years, I got certified in neuro-linguistic programming and a few other coaching disciplines because I kept watching agents, including myself, undercut their own value in ways no amount of just get more confidence that advice was ever going to fix. And so that certified work is what let me actually name what's happening in the 10-second moment instead of just white knuckling through it. I'm also a master gardener, which sounds unrelated, and it isn't really. Nothing grows well when you keep cutting it back the second it's ready to blossom. That's basically the whole metaphor behind what I coach people on, and it's where the name of my program comes from as well. So today, I want to go deep on that one conversation. Not the quick shorts version, the full thing. So what's actually happening when someone is questioning your commission? Why your first instinct is almost always the wrong one, and the exact words and body language that let you hold your number without sounding and being defensive. This is going to be good, right? Okay, so here's the pattern I kept noticing in me. Before I fixed it, it was the moment someone questioned my commission, my little voice would change inside my head, but also my voice. Now, not dramatically, just enough, right? A little higher, a little faster, and a little more, let me explain. And I started asking, why does explaining even feel necessary? I don't explain myself when someone asks what neighborhood I work in. Why does the fee question, create that response? What I landed on is this. Most of us were taught somewhere along the way that asking for money is something you need to justify, not negotiate, justify. Like the burden of proof is on you to prove that you deserve it, rather than it just being the cost of the value that you deliver. So when a client says, can you do it for less? What I'm hearing underneath, what you're hearing underneath is prove you're worth it. And the second you're in justify mode, you are losing the ground. Justifying sounds like apologizing. Even when the words are reasonable, I think this is exactly why the commission shorts video was resonating. People weren't looking for a clever comeback line. They were recognizing that feeling that shows up, the bracing, the over-explaining, and they want to know how to not do that anymore. What's going on? How do I fix it? I feel it. How do I fix it? What do I do? So, once I could see that the real problem was the justification reflex, not really about the numbers or the negotiation, the fix begins here. The first thing you've got to catch that I had to catch for me was the body. The defensive energy showing up physically before it's showing up in the language. Some leaning back, maybe talking a lot faster, the voice starting to climb in pitch. If you're doing any of that, the client feels it, even if they don't even really know what it is. They just sense it, right? This person isn't sure that they're worth it. That's the feeling I'm getting, the gist I'm getting. Regardless of what you're actually saying, it's that disconnected, unaligned feeling. So the first shift is physical. When the commission question is asked, deliberately slow down. Drop your shoulders. Let a beat of silence happen before you respond. By the way, its own skill we'll get into a different video later on. That alone is going to change how the next sentence even gets received. The second shift is the reframe in how to think about the question itself. The old frame was, they're challenging me. They're challenging my value. I got to defend it. The new frame is, they're testing my conviction. And conviction is contagious. Here's the line I want you to remember. A client doesn't trust your number. They trust how sure you are about your number. That's the game, the whole game. The same commission percentage delivered two different ways. One apologetic, frenzied, over-explaining, justified, and one very grounded, producing two completely different outcomes. Not because the math is any different or has changed at all. What did change? Conviction. Here's what this actually sounds like, word for word, body language included. The client says, can we talk about your commission? I've seen other agents do it for less. The old me, justify mode. Oh, sure. Well, I mean, it kind of just depends on the situation. I can definitely look at, there's some flexibility in there. Let me see what I can work out for you. Okay, new version. Slow down. Drop the shoulders. Could you do it for less? I'm glad you brought that up directly to me. Other agents absolutely can do it for less. And some of them should. What I do for you for that fee isn't the same as what they're offering you. Let's walk through exactly what's included on my end, and then you're going to decide if that's the value you want working for you. Notice what's happening here. I'm not arguing that cheaper agents are bad and crappy. I'm not getting defensive about the number. I'm simply refusing to compete on price. And instead, I'm competing on what's actually inside the container of the fee. That's a completely different conversation than, please don't make me lower my commission. I'm nervous they're going to ask. What am I going to say? The body language piece matters just as much as the words. Say it slowly, pause, not rush. Rushed is going to sound nervous. Slow sounds confident, certain. If there's one thing to take from this video, the next time your commission gets questioned, because it will, Don't reach for a comeback line. Don't justify, none of that. Reach for your posture. Slow down. Let the silence land. Conviction is felt before it's heard. This is one of those skills that's simple to describe and genuinely hard to live, especially under the pressure when the real money is on the line and you're in direct communication. It's exactly why I built a room where we do this out loud with one another. Don't just watch a video today. Come inside the Greenhouse Collective. That's what it's for. Inside that container, we work directly on conversations just like this, strengthening your authority in these moments, sharpening your listing conversion, building the kind of production structure that means your confidence isn't riding on whatever the client is putting in front of you in that moment, not reactionary, flying off the gut. If you're the type who wants to sharpen this edge instead of white knuckling it, the link's below. Tell me in the comments, what's the line that you currently use when someone questions your fee? How's it working? I want to see what's working. I want to know what else is out there and what we can sharpen a bit. I'll see you in the next video.